Good morning everyone. Today I am going to tell you about the lesson food and health. Why we are eating food? So to get the energy. So for this energy, for what purpose we are using it? This energy is used to do the different types of activities like walking, jumping, running. So in that way, so what type of food we must take? That is very important. So after getting up from your bed, so what you are doing after brushing your teeth? Breakfast you will do, then lunch and then dinner. So these are the 3 meals of the day only. So every day you must drink milk. So why we should drink milk? So the substances that are present in these food materials, we can call them as nutrients only. There are different types of nutrients that are present in different types of food only. So that's why we must take all these different types of food only. So the first one is the breakfast. So children should drink milk every day. So and then why? Because in this milk, so proteins are present and vitamins and minerals also present in this milk only. Then the first most nutrient, the substances that are present in these food materials, we can call them as nutrients. The first nutrient is the carbohydrates. So carbohydrates that are present in which food materials? Carbohydrates are present in rice, wheat. So then the food materials which are white in color. So in all these are very much rich in carbohydrates only. So every day, so we must take carbohydrates. Carbohydrates must be included in our diet because carbohydrates give us energy only. The next nutrient is the fats only. So why we have to take these fats? So fats are present. Fats are also energy giving foods only. So if you eat lots of fats, you become a chubby boy or a girl only. So fats are present in ghee, oil, butter. So in all these fats are very much rich. The next one is the proteins. Proteins are nothing but the bodybuilding food only. So these proteins are present in the dals, pulses and grams. Grams means red gram dal, black gram dal, green gram dal. All these are very much rich in proteins. Milk is also rich in proteins only. And that's why these proteins we can call them as bodybuilding food. To build our body, to grow our body, so we must take these proteins only. The next nutrient is the vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are present in fruits and vegetables only. So these fruits and vegetables, why we have to eat them? They fight against the disease causing germs and they improve the immunity also. They fight against the disease causing germs. That's why, so vitamins and minerals, we must take fruits and vegetables also. Some of the fruits, so very much rich in vitamins and vegetables also. The next nutrient is the fiber. Fiber, so there is, why we have to take the fiber content in some fruits and vegetables, the fibers are present. Brinjal, lady's fingers, ridge gourd, in all these vegetables and some of the fruits also, so these fibers are present. In what way they are helpful to us? So these are helpful for the proper digestion in our body. So to make our food digested properly, proper digestion takes place. That's why we have to take this fiber in our diet. So the next is the why we have to take all these nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals in proper amounts only. So then we can call it as a balanced diet. The food which contains all these nutrients, we can call them as a balanced diet only. So this balanced diet we must take daily. So the next one is how the food is digested in the digestive system. First, the food which we are taking in the mouth, so we chew the food in the mouth only. So in the mouth a liquid is present. That liquid you can call it as a saliva. What do you call it? saliva. A liquid that is present in the mouth, we can call it as saliva. This saliva, when we chew the food, the saliva mixes with the food and then it changes into sugars. That's why when we are eating the rice, a chapati, take a piece of chapati and put it in your mouth and chew it. After some time you feel sweet. Why? Because the saliva that mixes with the food and makes sugars are produced in the mouth only. That's why we have that feeling of sweet only. Then the food which is pasted, chewed back, and then it enters into the food pipe. It's a long pipe, and from this pipe the food enters into the small intestine. The food enters into the stomach only. A small bag-like structure, we can call it as a stomach only. So the walls of the stomach produces some digestive juices, and in the stomach the food is churned well. Your mother put the food material in the mixie. What she will do? So when she on the mixie, what happens? All the food becomes paste only. In the same way, in the stomach also, the walls of the stomach moves up and down and it produces some digestive juices also. In that way, the digested food now is in the form of paste only. So then the paste form enters into the small intestine only. This small intestine is a long coil with two body. So when the food enters into the small intestine, the walls of the small intestine and then produces some digestive juices and also liver and pancreas. This is the liver, a leaf-like structure, and then the pancreas. It secretes some digestive juices. These digestive juices are mixed up very well in the food, and then it digests into a simple form only. If any harmful germs are present in the food, those are killed by the digestive juices only. Now your food is in the form of a simple substances only. How? Suppose you are putting the glucon-D powder in a half glass of water. What happens? The glucon-D powder dissolves in the water immediately. Isn't it? So in the same way, now your food that is present in the small intestine, now it is in the form of just like a glucon-D powder, simpler substances. These simpler substances, the walls of the small intestine are supplied with the small blood vessels. Vessels are nothing but the small tubules only. The simpler form of food is taken, absorbed by the walls of the small intestine only, and from there it is supplied to all parts of the body only. The undigested food, that means the food which is not digested, enters into the large intestine only along with the water. So the water is absorbed by the walls of the large intestine, and the undigested food, that means the food which is not digested, we can call it as a undigested food. We can call it as feces. That undigested food without water, we can call it as feces only. So from the large intestine, it enters into the anus. This is the last part of the digestive system only. So through anus, the undigested food which is in the form of feces, we can call it as a feces, thrown out from our body. So every day, that's why for proper digestion, we must drink more than 6 glasses of water. Every day after brushing your teeth, so then what you have to do, drink a glass of water so that the undigested food, feces, must thrown out from our body. So that's why every day we must drink 6 glasses of water only for proper digestion. And also these fiber content that is present in the food also, which is very much useful for the proper digestion, and also make the undigested food to thrown out from our body. If this undigested food is stored in the large intestine for a longer period, that condition we can call it as constipation. What do you call it? Constipation only. That's why for proper digestion, we must take lot of fiber foods. In which food material the fiber is present? Brinjals, lady's fingers, and ridge gourd, and all these snake gourd, more fiber content quantity. That's why we must take them a lot. So you children like to eat some foods only and some foods you don't like to eat. So now you came to know that which food materials are very much rich in. So what nutrients are carbohydrates, rice, idli, dosa, all these are very much rich in carbohydrates only. Chapati also very much rich in carbohydrates, fats. So don't eat every day the oily food. So sometimes weekly once you can take the oily food. So these fats are also very much useful for us to give the energy. If any extra energy that is present, that is stored in our body. So which is used in the later time, so that extra fats are stored in our body also. For that purpose, if you eat more and more fats, what happens? You will become a chubby boy and a chubby girl only. So don't eat more. What is sufficient, what is enough to our body, that much amount of fats are taken to our body only. Proteins. Proteins are very much rich in dals, green gram dal, red gram dal, black gram dal, all these dals and whole wheat also very much rich in proteins also, and pulses. How to prepare the pulses? Soak the pulses in the water for 1 hour and then take them out, and after soaking you put them in a wet cloth. So the next day when you see means, what happens? These small growth occurs to these pulses. So these are very much rich in proteins. You children need proteins. Proteins are very essential to our body. To build our body, proteins are very, very important. That's why they are called body building food. So vitamins and minerals. Almost all the foods are very much rich in vitamins and minerals. We must take them in breakfast or at night time. These fruits and minerals must be included only. So fiber food is also very, very important. We must drink. So daily 6 glasses of water for proper digestion. More than 6 glasses of water also we can drink to make our digestion properly. And then, so the last part of this digestion, you can call it as anus only. So in that way, there are certain proper cooking food habits. What are those? If you cook the food materials in the water, so what happens? The carbohydrates or the proteins or vitamins and minerals, they are absorbed in the water. If any extra water, if you are throwing them out, what happens? All this extra water, if you are throwing them out along with the water, these vitamins and minerals and carbohydrates are thrown out along with the water. That's why we should not throw the extra water. You keep on evaporating the water only, so that what happens? All these vitamins and minerals and carbohydrates, they remain in the food materials only. In that way, so we can get back these vitamins and minerals remain in the food only. And then next, the food materials. Some of the food materials we can store them in the airtight containers only. All the green gram, red gram, black gram, all these dals are preserved in a proper way. In airtight containers we must preserve them. And then next, the adding some sugars or the adding some salt and ghee or oil, we can store them in the form of pickles only. Example, mangoes. Raw mangoes are only available in the summer season only. How we can preserve them the whole year? By putting them mango chutney, mango pickle, by adding to the mango pieces salt and then turmeric and then red chili powder, oil, all these are added to this, and then it is stored for a longer period. In that way, by making the pickles, we can store them for a longer period. And some of the fruits also, by adding sugars to them, by making a jam and jellies, we can store it for a longer period also. Don't buy the outside pickles or outside jams and jellies. They contain the vinegar. Vinegar is added to them, these pickles and the jams. So prepare them at home only. So if you are buying them from outside, they contain more amount of vinegar. So that's why avoid buying the outside food only. It is better to ask your mother to prepare at home only. In that way, so we can preserve these food materials by jams and jellies, and then so by making the pickles. So these are the proper methods of cooking the food only. And then so these are the new words which we can find them in the lesson food and health, carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are very much rich in rice, wheat, and then idli, dosa. Breakfast time every day you must drink milk. Why? Because milk is very much rich in proteins, and some vitamins are also present in the milk. Vitamins and minerals are also present in the milk. Along with the milk, you must take idli or dosa. Idli is very much rich in carbohydrates, and then lunch. All these nutrients must be included. Carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals, fats. 1 or 2 spoons of ghee is added in your diet. And then every day eat dals also, protein rich food. Dals, red gram dal. So green leafy vegetables also must be included in our diet. Green leafy vegetable dal and 1 curry, ladies fingers curry or brinjal curry. So 1 dal, 1 curry, curd, and then so all these must be rice. Along with that rice, and then all these vegetables are rich in fiber content. You must take them in that way. So along with that, you must drink the water also. For what purpose we are taking the water? To make our digestion properly. So these must be included at dinner. So eat chapati or curry must be included, and along with that, before going to bed, you must drink milk also. In that way, so this is the balanced diet. What is meant by balanced diet? The food which contains all the nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and along with that, fats, and along with that fiber is also included in our diet, and drink water also. This is called a balanced diet. What do you call it? Balanced diet. The food which contains all these nutrients, we can call them as a balanced diet only. Saliva is nothing but a liquid that is present in the mouth. In what way it is useful to us? A liquid that is present in the mouth when you chew the food in the mouth. So that chewing, so saliva mixes with the food and sugars are included. In this way, so to make your food so a balanced diet, and in that way, so keep our body healthy. Thank you. Activity. అదే చపాతీ చెప్పాను కదా, అదే యాక్టివిటీ.